Hey guys, welcome to Boxing Blog Center, the home of Nigerian and African boxing. And please, if you're new to this channel, make sure you click the like and of course the subscribe button right now. Man, like we say my language, Okantia said there. Like it don't taste more. Now let's get straight to it, guys. Lawrence Okolie is not a new Nigerian powerhouse in the game right now. After defeating Christoph Glowacki, a fight I myself did not like. Of course, I expected him to win, but of course I would before prior to the bout I watched the fight of fights of Christoph Glowacki. I was very skeptical. As a Nigerian, I believe, our brother. And I was surprised, though, the way he did it. The way he not only beat up Glowacki, the way he Glowacki has been boxing since forever. Okolie came into the game few years. The way he dominated Glowacki surprised me. That's something that needs to be celebrated. So he's not joined his Nigerian brothers, the likes of Israel Adesanya, the likes of Kamaru Usman, Anthony Joshua, and he's now in the Leagues of Champions. And that's something that needs to be celebrated. By the way, I didn't get to hear the take of our brother Tajagbe. Ajagbe, what's up, bro? What's up? Are you there, bro?
Yeah, I'm here, man. Can you hear me?
What's up, man? What's popping?
Nothing, man. I'm good.
I didn't get to hear your take. I didn't get to hear your take on the fight. You've been busy.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah,
The fight was a good fight. Lawrence Okolie, he exceeded my expectation of how he was gonna box. That guy moved. His IQ for boxing is very, very high. Because I didn't expect him to move the way he moved, boxing on the inside, controlling the fight with his jab, being able to move and get out the way really quickly. It is a very impressive thing that he did. That is like if you don't know the art of sweet science of boxing, that is what Lawrence Okolie did. He frustrated the hell out of Glowacki, absolutely, and Glowacki did not know what to do. It's not like Lawrence Okolie had problems with shoulder Glowacki, but he did. I thought he was good. I thought Glowacki was gonna, touch him a couple times, but he did nothing. He did absolutely nothing.
Yeah, man, he was so surprised to see Okolie not only beat up Glowacki, dominated him in a way. In a form that, you and I would never thought.
And what makes it so impressive is that Lawrence Okolie, he didn't shy away from getting wanting to get in a fight. He wanted to get in a fight, Even with Glowacki trying to get dirty a little bit, but he wanted it. So it's impressive that he's able to actually, that we know that he's able to actually want to fight, want to make it a dog fight. So Lawrence Okolie, he's gonna be impressive. That division alone is a tough division, because they have Dorticos in that division. They have our other brother Andrew Tabiti in that division, who lost to Dorticos, and then Dorticos lost to what is his name? British, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Maris British. And Maris British is what is whom Okolie look like, whom Okolie wants to fight now. That's a dangerous fight. And Okolie wants that smoke. He say he wants to unify with British. I was expecting him to call out that guy with that French guy. He's not Guiden, something like that. Something like that. His style will be better for Okolie because he's a comfortable guy. He's not a technician like Maurice British. But Okolie doesn't want that guy. He wants to fight, Maurice British. And also, Iligan Makabo. I don't know, Ilugan Makabo from Congo holds the WBC strap. Efetua Pochi is round number 6. His next fight is coming very soon, though.
So yeah, man. So that division, that cruiserweight division, is extremely talented. The names that you and I just called out, if they're not paying attention to the cruiserweight division, a lot of these guys won't know who it is. Dorticos is very talented. Bradis is very talented. Andrew Tabiti, unfortunately, he lost to Dorticos, in his last fight, which I was very disappointed. I don't know what happened in that fight. Maybe he gassed out too early, but Andrew Tabiti is very, very talented. His hand speed is there. That footwork is there. I wouldn't mind seeing Tabiti and Lawrence Okolie fight, because Tabiti is still very a talented fighter. He's a guy who went into AJ's camp and helped him train. Like I said, it's a very talented division. And Lawrence Okolie, he said he's not shying away. He wants the best. He wants the best fight. And that guy, he's only gonna get better. Let's not forget how Lawrence Okolie, he started from nothing, right? He literally started from nothing. People were complaining. Oh, he's holding this and that. All of a sudden, now people are saying, oh, he's a real deal. No, he's always been the real deal. It's just there's a way you grow fighters. And what Lawrence Okolie did what his coaches did is the correct way of how to grow fighters. A lot of these guys, they'll come. Let me throw. What's this guy's name? The guy that I just lost recently. What's his?
Who?
That heavyweight. What's his name?
Dillian Whyte.
No, that up and coming heavyweight.
Dillian Dubois.
Dillian Dubois. You see how they were growing him? How they were shaping him to be the next big thing. We said it. This guy's fighting bums. He's not really showing anything. Richard Larce rocked him, and look what happened. But now the way they showed us how Lawrence Okolie is, it's not like Lawrence Okolie. We all said, yeah, Lawrence Okolie is holding, but that's the art of the sport. But then look at what he did to Breed. I'm sorry. Look at what he did to Glowacki. So it's impressive, and he's growing. And I can't even tell you, did he hold in this fight? He didn't do that. He didn't do holding at all in that fight. So that's my take on it. It's a pretty impressive.
Yeah, man. Like, it was an impressive win. A win that I can. I mean, I've rewatched the fight back maybe 3 or 4 times. And I'm still amazed by Okolie's performance, bro. It's just like amazing, bro. Kudos to him. Shout out to him. He's now among the League of Champions. Now, Nigerian Kings. Now part of he became the 4th Nigerian King after that win. So who's gonna be the 5th? We'll see. Nigerians are taking over right now. I'm telling you that. Nigerians are just like. It's sad though, because when you look at back home in Nigeria, like the sport of boxing or MMA is not popular like that. Like, we know the reason why it's like that, because of our parents, mentality. I understand it's good to study and get your degree and whatever, but sometimes, man, you gotta look at the street signs as well. I mean, I just look at. I had a very deep conversation with one of our brothers in I think in Kano State, from Kano. I think he's from Kano. And he was telling me that he loved boxing so much, but it's so weird that environment he grew up at, of course, he's from the north. So boxing is not like, they have Dembe there, okay, but that's not boxing, that's been in existence for more than, I think, 500 years, something like that. But it's different. It's not a sweet science. And it's not even popular there. I mean, it is what it is, man. I would love to see the sport grow in Nigeria, and BBC is here. All of us are going to try and make it happen. We're Nigerians, man. We're going to make it happen. We're going to make it happen. So many talents are being wasted in Nigeria. Believe you me, The likes of Okolie, Joshua, I mean, Kamar Usman, Israel Soya. It's just a tip of the iceberg. You know what I mean? So by the time by the time you see Nigerians start developing interest in it, the sport will change in Nigeria right there. In fact, the whole Africa will change. It's a fact. Now, Mayo Joe, are you there, brother? Mayo Joe, you there, bro?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, how you doing, brother? What's up?
Oh, yeah, man, doing well, man. Can't complain.
I mean, you watched the fight. I like that day we had the technical problem. We had a sound problem. I didn't even notice it, and none of the people in the live chat said it. I was like wondering, like how come after we were done, but I had to replay. I replayed the stuff. That's why I said, man, nobody nobody was able to hear you guys. Only me.
No,
man, I was really disappointed. But it's okay, because now
these things happen, man.
Before something like that happen again, before I go live again, I'm gonna have to test it, like I just did now before I go live, just to see. Because normally I don't need to test it. I don't need to even do any testing or whatever. I just go live. But it's unfortunate, bro. So are you still amazed by Okolie's performance?
Honestly, like I was saying that day, that I actually expected Okolie to win, but that manner of the way he did it, man, I was literally dumbfounded. I mean, I think it's easy because I've been listening to other commentaries, and people are talking about how poor. Is it Glowaski? I can't pronounce that name, man. Glowaski.
Yeah, Glowaski. How do you pronounce it, bro?
Yeah, people were going on about how poor he was and blah, blah, blah. And, these things just really annoys me when someone really does well. You want to look for something to, you want to just put something in there to downplay their performance. It wasn't a question of how poor Glowaski was. It was a question of how good Okolie was on the night. I was completely surprised. I was expecting him to win, although I was nervous, but I was not expecting that manner, man. I mean, you want to talk about his boxing? His boxing was perfect. His boxing was perfect, and he was patient. Like, it was such a matured performance. You know what I mean? Like, extremely matured. So I'm very, very impressed. Based on that performance. Listen, man, I don't see anyone beating Okolie in that cruiserweight division, man. I'm telling you, honestly.
Yeah, me too, brother. Like, I mean, Okolie. Oh, you can tell the rawness of Okolie. He's still a little bit raw. You can tell. Like his rawness is still visible. It's not the finished article yet, but that's the scary part of it. It's not a finished article yet, and it's giving us a performance like that. Imagine when Okolie becomes a finished article, because like he's talking about moving to heavyweight now after he conquers the cruiserweight. I'm like thinking like maybe after he unifies, I'm thinking like maybe they shouldn't move that quick. Maybe become the finished article first before you move to heavyweight, so that when you're there, like you're gonna be knocking on everyone's door. You know what I mean? Like, because Okolie's not the only monster. Only monster in the cruiserweight. We have Richard Akpo. That guy's also a monster. Huh? That guy is also another bulldozer. We have Steven Adeton. Another monster coming. His speed is something like. You say what?
No, my view is that yes, I agree with you with all this.
You say Okolie is better than Riakbo.
Based on what I've seen, based on
more proven. I can say more proven. Riakbo is a monster, bro. I tell you that. I've seen some of his sparring clips. Someone sent it to me, bro. That guy is not a joke. But it's just that Okolie is more proven. Yeah.
Exactly. And we can only go by proofs. We can only go by things that are proven or people that are proven. So
that's true. That's true.
That's the truth, because someone could be really good behind the scenes, but then when it comes to the big stage, they might not be able to deliver. So just look at Okolie's countenance before the match, and even after. He was matured all along. He was calm. He was rapping in the dressing room, just really, really cool. So for me, it's not only about the performance in the ring, it is also all the activities that led to the performance itself. So, from what I've seen so far, I think that Okolie, and you know what? The scary thing, like you said, is that this guy is still improving. He's still improving. So just imagine like another 3-4 fights. It's going to be extremely dangerous. Extremely dangerous. In terms of moving to the heavyweight, personally, I think he should still stay in the cruiserweight for, I don't know, another 5-6 fights. Literally clean out that division.
People are already asking him about Anthony Joshua. Like, this is what I don't like about some reporters. You're asking someone that is way behind Anthony Joshua in skill set, and that has a lot of bridge to cross, because it's not like if you get to heavyweight, you're just gonna go to the title straight. You have so many monsters in the heavyweight already. So you have the likes of Filip Ergovic. Filip Ergovic is not a joke, bro. Yeah, Okolie is not going to be. He's going to be meeting guys that are sometimes taller than him. Or the same height. So Joshua is Okolie is still Joshua is already there. Or about to become undisputed. Okolie is still So they're asking him this question: are you going to fight in Joshua? Even though they know it's not going to happen. Okay, Okolie already said we never fight in Joshua. Okay, he's managed by Joshua. Made Okolie what he is now. He gave him the chance to prove himself. Because believe you me, if Okolie was with, let's say for example, Frank Warren, for example, or let's say for example, PBC, he will never get a chance. Like, can you imagine this guy? He would never get a chance like that. He would take he would take a long time before he get a chance. Now, looking at our brother, for example, now, sorry, one minute. Looking at our brother, for example, Efeto Apochi. Apochi has been boxing way more than Okolie. Apochi is it's been with PBC since 2017. And he's still in the 6th position in the. He just go ranked. He just go to the WBC rankings. Like he just go ranked by WBC recently. 6th position in WBC. You see what I'm saying? Like they are not moving him like that. But it's also about the fighter, because if you want to be great, you have to be ready to take a risk. You're not gonna just be fighting, or guys that people know you can beat, or so people your favorite. No, you have to take the big risk. Big risk. Big reward. Okolie did all that, despite his amateur. He was a very good amateur, but he didn't have a lot of fights in amateurs. So despite all those things, he took him to say, "Listen, I have this thing in me. There is this hunger in me. I want to go there and prove myself." And he did. And they're doing it, and they keep doing it, and we keep doing it. British against British is gonna be something else. Continue, brother. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. So first, I'm gonna talk about the fact that they've been talking to him, asking him questions about Anthony Joshua. Now, this is what I'm gonna say to that. For me, I think it's a good thing they're asking those questions. I'll tell you why. All right, just listen to me.
Okay.
Now, those questions, it's not gonna happen. They know that. All right. They know it's not going to happen. However, by them doing that, they are only adding to his reputation. They are hyping him up, and that's going to make him more popular. It's like Deontay Wilder. Yeah, I know Deontay Wilder is basically on the other side of the street, but he used the name of Joshua to build his profile. So asking Okolie these questions, they know it's the fight. It's never going to happen. Okolie even said it himself that my mom is going to disown me. I don't know if you listened to that, you watched that interview. Said my mom is going to disown me if I ever even talk about fighting Anthony Joshua. So it's a good thing. Let them ask those questions. It's going to add to his hype. I want his name to be up there. I want him to be more popular. His popularity is rising a little bit. His stock is rising a little bit, and I want his stock to rise even more. So let them link him to Anthony Joshua, link him to Tyson Fury, link him to Dillian Whyte, link him to all these monsters. It doesn't mean he's going to fight them, but let's get his reputation out there. Let's get his name out there.
Well, Okolie's stock will rise regardless, bro.
Exactly.
That's just the fact. Okolie's stock will rise regardless. Okolie is that destined for greatness. As long as he keeps winning. Because the reason why I'm saying it because, like, one thing about British media, okay, they like hyping you up too much and kind of trying to pitch you against another person. Okay, I don't think that's a good strategy. Okolie knows this himself. Okay, the same British media were complaining about Okolie being a hugger. Calling him all this. I'm like right now, the opinions of their opinions have changed. Well, the same thing with some British people who used to call if you go to all Okolie's interviews, proud to fighting Glowacki, bro. These guys, you see some very disgusting statement right now.
I know, absolutely.
So the same guys are the ones say, "Oh, well done, Okolie has done it. Okolie's this, Okolie's great. Oh, hey, Great Britain. Oh, hey, this. I'm just looking at their life. I say, about that." And I know, man. Me, for example, I don't know these people. I don't go advise anybody to fall in that trap. Or to follow
my brother.
Now so me say more. Like
we know British media where we know them where. But in saying that, yeah, because they try look at the pros and cons, yeah, and they look at the positives and the negatives in every situation. Even in a negative situation, I want to look at the positives. For me, yeah, you see all this thing where they do by all this. 1 minute they're hyping you, the next minute they're calling you a piece of shite. All right. For me, the positive in this situation is that the more they write about Okolie, the more they hype him. Because I remember that time, yeah, they said all kind of things against Okolie, like, oh, is this, you can actually, when he's fighting, you can actually go to sleep and wake up and it's still, just all sort of negative things.
So the reason I'm saying that Okolie should not even entertain such thoughts now is because he still get British to conquer.
Yeah.
You understand? Like he still get conquer everything first. We want conquer. Then you go into that thought. Like they're saying, oh no, just say man. I don't think about that now. Just in fact, no thought of moving to heavyweight as of now. Conquer the just say I'm focused on the cruiserweight division. That's what he told me. Okay.
Yeah, I think
when I spoke to him, on BBC, he told me other things. He wants to conquer the cruiserweight division first, and then think about but people for UK they try to force someone in a way, like they try to force someone in a way, like you try to bring to a name. Okolie profile go grow. You don't need Joshua as of now. Joshua don't help her reach. Okay, Okolie put now. Okolie, listen. One thing about AJB say. He's managed by Joshua. One thing about Joshua, say he go give you the platform. Now it's for you. It's left for you to prove yourself. If you prove yourself, then get the platform to raise your profile up. By giving you deals. Okay, not just like fighting and all those things. Finish. No. You'll get deals. You'll get people who busy go like sponsors. You understand? You'll get backing. You'll get good management. You'll get all those kind of things. Like Okolie know this one. I don't need to tell myself.
To be fair though, I think Okolie would be stupid for him to actually consider. He won't even consider it. He won't even consider those talks. But me, I just look at the other side of it that this might just help his name to get bigger. But yeah, but he's in the right place, man. They're going to guide him very, very well. You see that team, that 258 management, in collaboration with Matchroom. Trust me, those guys are going to take over world boxing. So
that's why I'm really proud of them, though.
Yeah, he's in the right place. And you talked about Apoche a few minutes ago.
Apoche.
Yeah. It pain me to say a guy that, because for me, I still think he's quite talented, although he still has a long way to go in terms of.
Guy, Apoche is a monster. It's just that he's a monster. Believe you me. Apoche is a monster. It's just that I tell you, enough like the people we deal with. Okay, now the same people I have to deal with before I come to Ajaba me Bamut, and so me come out. So you deal with those guys, and of course I respect say you deal with those guys. At the same time, I just I want to see progress right now. Understand? Like Apoche supposed to get more than 50K followers for Instagram as we talk to. We're supposed to hear his name. They ring bells.
For
you
me,
know. So it they pay me well now because I'm my brother. You understand? Okolie, Pochi, all those guys, all of them are my brothers. You understand? I just want some of them to do well. So, but but we'll see. His next fight will determine a lot because his next fight is a step up fight, according to what I've heard. You know, and that will further push him up in the rankings. You know.
Well, I just hope with Apochi, what I was about to say, I just hope that they don't move him too slowly, if you know what I mean. Because now within PBC they do we are not like, you know, they're going to feed you bombs and bombs upon bombs and bombs upon. I just hope that you know they give him an opportunity to step up now. You know, give him an opportunity to step up so that because time they go as well, you know.
Apochi 93 years plus, Abi, no maybe.
I don't even know his age, but whatever.
Not 3 years plus. 9 for boss rec.
For box rec, right? Okay, so you know he's not getting younger, man. He's not getting younger. So I just hope that he knows what he's doing. You know, I think Ajagba has made the right decision. I hope Apochi thinks about his. Anyway, let's see how it goes. You know, but I just want the best for all these guys, man. I just really want the best for them. I want to.
By the way, one of our brother, all of our Nigerian brother, everywhere prospect, they step up very soon. I will learn once they confirm the news. Akpojore. Akpojore is stepping up very, very soon. Once they confirm the news, I will let una know. They're not surprised. When I was surprised, Akpojore he won't enter the Lions Den for just his 10 fight.
I've heard rumors. Is it Jared Anderson?
No, it don't be that one. That one too small. That Gerard's not going anywhere. Like if Akpojore beat this person, right? Also, Akpojore will be top 10 for the world. You no, but just don't go see her now. The Hurricane, you know, I spoke with Akpojore today now. Like, tell me the person, but I'm not gonna mention the name for until they finalize everything. You know, because he say one take that fight. You know, he coach say, man, you know, you just say you ready for this one. You know, the person at this. He said, "No man, in a Nigeria, he wanted that fight." So before you know, in a week time, I'll let her know, or maybe before that, I'll let her know what's up.
I can't wait for that news, man.
Believe you me, if the fight enter, and a big platform, by God's grace, you know, Akpochi, Rafa Akpojore is coming to take over the Evo division. I'm gonna watch out.
You know when I you know that Akpojore guy, there is something about that guy where they strike me very like that guy is built like a star. I don't know if you've noticed there is just something about him, the way he speaks, the way he carries himself. The guy they remind me of Joshua a lot.
And my brother be that one. Akpojore a nice guy. By the way, Akpojore t-shirt is coming very soon. Okay, it don't land for town. And the customs need to clear some stuff. Then once he reach my side, then for those of you guys who I promise, you know, I will send una the stuff, the t-shirt to support our brother because we will need that for the next fight. For those of you now will be say I promise I will give now for the rest free buy and buy small. But I not go too expensive because the money we want to take clean for cost not be small here.
Wow.
Yeah, continue, brother.
Yeah, so anyway, for me, I just really hope to. I mean, going back to Okolie now, I just hope that you know the guy they let him stay in that division for a little while yet. You know, make big name. You know the way everyone know about Usyk, even whilst he was in that division. Let's even get Okolie to be bigger than Usyk in that division, so that. By the time where Okolie don't reach 29 years old, 30, coming up to heavyweight man, at that time, a lot of these guys we have now would have faded, or some of them would have faded out. And then when Okolie comes into that division, bro, it's going to be serious, man. But they shouldn't rush him, though. They shouldn't rush him. They really shouldn't.
So, brother. You say, you got to talk about, but someone said on the live chat, BBC Alpha now, what is this up? Is it Chisora? No, Chisora the 5-pack. The person right also, the person he rank, the rank can pass Chisora. He's higher than Chisora in ranking, and now also better person than Chisora. So now hear the name very soon. You go surprise Nasha. But I want to take over. Akpojore, the Hurricane, Nigerian Hurricane. Watch
He
out for that
conducted
guy.
an interview yesterday with, I think it was with Sky Sports. Did you watch it?
An interview with Sky Sports.
Yeah.
You mean with the boxing voice?
Oh, sorry. Well, yeah, Boxing Voice. He did talk about that fight, but he didn't mention any name. So,
Yeah, nah, the boxing. It was good. I watched the stuff. I watched the the interview with the boxing voice. Very good interview. The guy that the Akpejara style. Akpejara style. I love my brother. I like the guy.
There is something
very,
about
very
the
good
guy
brother.
that strikes me, man. There is something about the guy that really just, I just get this positive vibe, this positive feeling, I don't know about the guy before, through you and Noam. I've been kind of following him, and I really like him. I really, really like him.
You don't know about Akpejara before?
No, I didn't. No, not at all.
They say there's more. There's not be the smaller. Tunde not post for Instagram. No, see him. In fact.
No,
today not.
No.
Today not poster now.
Okay.
He posted fight. He posted recently.
Okay.
It's good. Say that is fight. The last fight don't get like 200. We're in 210K now.
That's positive, man.
210K. You know what I mean? Damn it, man. But I still counting. I'm counting. First time ever for him to get that kind of numbers. He never get them before. Now BBC.
That's a good thing.
You understand? Now Nigerians, in diaspora, so Americans and all those stuff. They see where the stuff will come. Even people where they, you know, say man, Akpejara get fans for Philippines. Can you believe?
No way.
Akpejara get fans for Philippines. Let me tell you right now. If you dub me, I'll show you right now. Akpejara has fans in Philippines.
Wow,
it's so amazing to see that even the Philippines are about to take over Nigerians right now as we speak in terms of viewership of a Akpejara fight. I'm telling you, brother, like Nigerians, we are like 200 million plus, and yet now only 50,000 and watch that fight from Nigeria. Mona hope the views. I beg. Philippines, whenever we don't reach our Lagos state, they want to take over Nigerians for viewership. It means they like Akpejara.
That's big, man. That's good news. I mean, and that's what we want for all these guys, man. That's what we really want for them, man. That's how we follow them, we support them. And what you're doing, man. It's amazing what you're doing. Trust me, you wouldn't know the depth of what you're doing. You already do, you won't really know the depth of what you're doing. But trust me, man, it go round. I'm telling you.
What I do it for the love of Nigerian boxing, and I do it for the love because, believe you me, if you start something for financial gain, you would not you might get the money or something like that, but you will never have passion for that stuff. You never be passionate about it. That's one thing about somebody. There's one guy like that, one Nigerian guy that contacted me to say, listen, I want to do what you're doing. I want to improve Nigerian boxing. I said, for sure you can do it. Okay, I will help you all the time. The guy don't reach maybe 2 months or something like that. In the post once in a while, and he said, brother, where I go get I need to get money for this stuff. And I was say, if you start something because of money, it go fail, brother. Especially not be business. You understand? You need to be passionate about something. If you just come, if you put channel and start to talk about this one. No. People need to feel them. You understand?
Yeah.
I be say not be them say stuff for for example, say man, all those gossip stuff will be reported about news, what Buhari do today, what this one do today, we'll see Banjo this kind of things. Nigerians, the Nigerians get interest for that one. At least you get subscribers. You understand? But it's boxing. This one, and you are Nigerian. First of all, you have to understand your accent is different. And when people listen to you, some of them will they might say, my brother, no, because if you come into the stuff into the hemisphere, right, you see so many people who they do the stuff now, either British, Americans, some Australians, New Zealand people, some just many like that. You understand?
It takes a lot to actually break through,
Yeah,
coming
man.
from Nigeria or African descent,
Before I,
especially if you don't grow up for this part of the world, it's really, really tough, It's
yeah,
tough.
before I got my 1K, man, it was like crazy. It was like it's very, very hard, man. So even some Nigerians at that time didn't support me. Like they just come, yeah, but they see me, I don't grow. So some of them can't support me. You understand? Because some of them go to listen. I'm Nigerian guy. I go listen to sporting icons. I go listen to but boxing voice. Say this inferiority mentality now. Like you understand complex inferiority complex. Some of them get. So I say me I don't day now. They say some of them. Oh, brother, you don't day there. I say no. So I know, but I know you. I remember you. Now you come to yard me that time. I say man, this now so this one. I saw this one. The one guy who tell me that I say, may I use my native language? That time I decided to come up. And I go say, so my native language, like what did that want me? He say your accent now, like not be American, not be like you talk about this thing. Oh my brother, discourage yourself. He will say I be person will be say me, I get I be person will be say me they could give up. But I for just give up. But the passion we I get for the boxing, I don't give up on. It's just a fact. Now the part where I get.
When I started listening to you, for the first few days, because you be no use broken English at all, So honestly, I was a little bit confused as to whether I don't know whether you be. I don't even think then say you be Niger at all, because that time they do they put your face. So I was like, is this guy Nigerian or is he? I was confused because you don't sound like your typical Nigerian, if you know what I mean. So later on, when you now said that you're based in Germany, I'm like, but your this person's English is so sound like. Is he Nigerian? Is he not Nigerian? But later on, as you come, when I found out, I was a little bit taken aback. I was shocked, to be honest.
Yeah. I had to switch. I had to start using pidgin English. For the main. The thing is, man, before when I started, one like Sport Icons was one of those guys that gave me advice. Sport Icons. Even as Sport Icons was one of my early subscribers. Early people that subscribe.
You through Sporting Icons. I told you now.
Yeah. Like he was like one of those guys that supported me. Even before I opened the stuff, he was one of the guys that supported me. So like. When I enter the stuff, the things say me as I enter. I don't even think about say I get used to it. I don't get used to it. I just can't upload, and they upload. They make sure they make sense. You understand? I don't just if before that time I use my phone. I don't even get mic. Can you believe it? I use my phone. I use my phone to record. You understand?
Damn.
I download the microphone application for my phone. I use until record. I can't edit for my phone. I can't put them. You understand? But you don't go know. Some of them don't go know saying phone I use. It's a like microphone. So that time I could have used like one my other laptop where I use now 300 I take buy. That one go slow to go live. It go slow. Like go like I don't feel go live, I don't feel do anything, but like it's crazy. You feel me? So now the last one I use now 1K now 1,100 I did buy recently. Wow. This mic what I use now to almost €300 for this mic. So wow. You see, as I don't grow from just that phone from the using phone, because you need to in our process so people don't know.
I agree, man.
And it's like you wake up, you do video, because you do video, then you could get number. No, for this boxing matter, for this boxing place now, if you are not American or British, my brother, or you are not an Australian, my brother, like you need to try harder. Try harder.
I think it takes the next level of tenacity and passion, for you to be able to do what you're doing, man. Honestly, for me personally, I think if I upload a video or a couple of videos in 1 week and I don't get the views, I'll just close the channel down. Now, how they beat that.
You know, something
I'll just close the thing down, man. Like,
man,
what's this? I can't be bothered.
I know, easy. Anyway, Sha, man, I really appreciate it for Sha. Like, you guys who have subscribed to the channel for a long time. For those guys who joined, you know, and who do we have in there?
I'm just gonna say this, among some of the people that you've actually brought on the channel, like this guy Ty, I really like the guy's analysis. I swear down, he should be coming up. He used to be on your channel a lot, but I think in the last couple of weeks, I've not really seen him. But the guy, I love the guy's analysis, man. I swear down. Anytime with the guy online, I love listening to him. He's, you know,
what about Emerson Tom? Ty, not correct guy. What about Emerson Tom?
I like Tom.
Emerson Tom, man. Oh man, Tom is a passionate guy, but I tell you when it comes to you know like boxing, you know, combat sports, the guy's very passionate. You know, when it comes to Nigeria as well. But recently, you know, the guy he just losing my mind recently. You know, I mean, I saw rest in peace. It's crazy.
Damn.
Jackson, are you there, bro? I'll call you back, brother. I'll call your name back. Jackson, are you there, bro?
Yeah, I'm here.
Well, I found out yourself. What you did, up?
All is well, thank God. Good day.
So, the rise of Lawrence Okolie, how you see him? You still surprised you say, man, the guy to beat Glowacki?
No, the only thing that surprised me say the fight end for 6 rounds because I predicted 4. So I was never surprised about the whole thing, you know.
You predicted a knockout. That's for sure. You told me. But yeah. Did you expect him to dominate Glowacki like that, like to win all the rounds?
Of course. If I didn't expect that, I shouldn't have even predicted at all that him knocking him out, you know. So I watched the guy before. I mean his opponent. You know, I told you that the guy, he lacked defense. Is it mechanism? You know, the guy doesn't know how to defend. You know, he's not that solid. His defense is not that solid.
You say Glowacki don't know how to defend. You don't want to fight against Stevie Cunningham.
I said, who? Are we not talking about Lawrence Okolie?
Okay, you're talking about Lawrence Okolie. Say defense.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I just talk about Glowacki. Okay.
No. The issue of Dillian Whyte and well, you know, aspect of Dillian Whyte and Povetkin. The thing is, Dillian Whyte can easily dominate a fight, you know. But the problem I have with Dillian Whyte is his chargeable chin, you know, because with one or two correct hook to his chin, the guy his battery will run down. So that's one thing about him.
But I ask you about Glowacki and Lawrence Okolie. Whenever I get to that, whenever I reach that Dillian Whyte matter.
Okay.
Joe, can you mute it, bro? Mayo, I better mute it for your side. Maybe I said hear some noise for that. Okay, good. Continue.
Yeah, Lawrence did a nice job. He did a nice job. I was expecting that from him. You know, see, sometimes experience, being old cargo or old man in the game, sometimes those things doesn't count. It depends on who you are fighting with and the kind of game plan the person you are fighting with is coming with. You know, so I believe everybody was just a kind of talking about his experience and all this. The guy he has about 200 something amateur or something, you know. So, but me, I was not really seeing that. I was seeing a better Lawrence Okolie in that fight. So I expected the performance. Because, firstly, I saw the energy, his determination to fight. You know, so that was for that, bro. It's a good one. It's a good one. I think that should be his his best performance so far. And we expect more to come from him. So that's for that, sir.
Okay, thanks, brother. Mute time. Make I call our brother in Anthony. Anthony, what's up, bro? Are you there, bro?
Yeah, Ray. Good to see you.
How far are your side?
I greet you.
You watched the Lawrence Okolie fight? You watched it?
Yes. I watched the fight.
What do you make of Okolie's domination of Milwaukee?
Yeah, that was a beautiful performance he displayed, and he proved himself that he does not belong to the current class where he was, and the credit was given as well.
Like, the thing don't surprise you, see, man. How Okolie win all the rounds. He won all the rounds, you know that?
Yeah, of course. He won the 6 rounds.
Like, weren't you surprised by that?
Rounds. Without that guy getting 1 round out of the 6, it was a classic fight. Even AJ, what's this guy called again? Tony. This guy that used to fight. They all gave him credit.
So Tony Bellew.
Tony Bellew, yeah.
Tony Bellew.
Guy, yeah. Yeah, I gave him the credit. Everybody here in UK, they all gave him the credit, and they all talks about the classic fight he displayed out there. He's well recognized now, very, very well recognized here in UK. So he did a very surprising performance on that fight day. So, and the opponent, you people should know that estimate that guy. That guy is a dangerous fighter. He's a dangerous fighter, and he have a tighties. So he was really ready for him, and he put it out there. So it was a beautiful performance from him, and he deserved the credit and the new level as well.
Now, so thanks, brother. I will get back to you very soon. Tajak, what's up?
What's up, bro?
How you doing, brother? What's up? So now let's get to the fight, the upcoming fight in the weekend. This upcoming weekend, bro. Dillian Whyte versus Povetkin. The rematch. We have what's this guy named Fabio Wardley against Eric Molina, which is gonna be, I think Fabio Wardley beat Eric Molina, bro. Eric Molina, like, the guy, Wilder destroyed him already. Joshua just finished him off, and ever since he's been, it's not been that good, I think. Of course, you also have Chris Congo on the card. You have some top guys. You also have this Webb and Pfeffer. But I'm not really looking forward to that fight, because there's gonna be a very, like, that one I just bring is a domestic level fight. Webb and Pfeffer, a domestic level fight. But looking toward, we're looking towards this fight. Looking at this fight, Dillian Whyte against Povetkin rematch. Bro, like, what do you make of this fight? How do you think this fight goes? We're gonna do, of course, a prediction for that, final prediction for that, probably Friday or Thursday of it. And man, what do you make of the fight, bro? And of course, Eric Molina and Fabio Wardley.
Well, you say it's funny. There's a rumor going around saying that these guys are not going to be VADA tested. There's a rumor going around that Dillian Whyte and Povetkin are not going to be VADA tested.
Really?
And somebody, yeah, man. There's a rumor going around, and somebody in the comment section said, "It's whoever has the best dealer is going to win." Bro, I never laughed so hard in my life when I heard that, and it shows you that people don't take Dillian Whyte serious, and Dillian Whyte and Povetkin serious, because we know Dillian Whyte had accusation of PEDs, and Povetkin has been caught using it multiple times. And it comes to say that if this fight they're not being body tested or nothing like that, just expect to see a different Povetkin coming in that fight. I'll say that much, and a different Dillian Whyte. You know, it's gonna all in all, it's still gonna be a good fight. Just based off on that.
Is that coming from your side, bro? Or what?
Me? No, that's not coming from my side.
Make una mute. Okay. Okay. Mao Joe and Anthony Steele. Okay. Continue, bro. I think it was from the other guy.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a good fight. As much as people like to make fun of Dillian Whyte, listen, I enjoyed when Dillian Whyte lost that fight. You know, it was funny. To me, it was funny. At the same time, it was sad, because a guy by the name of Anthony Joshua tried to warn you about Povetkin. Don't underestimate Povetkin just because he's old. The guy is a gold medalist. He's fought the best of the best in the game. And it's funny because I was rewatching that fight. That uppercut was not lucky. It was well timed. Povetkin, if you watch that fight, I believe it was in the sixth round, between the fifth or the sixth round. Povetkin he has been looking for that uppercut. He's been placing himself, angling himself, looking for that uppercut. I don't think Dillian Whyte saw it, but I was able to see it after the fight. You know, when I rewatched it again, because it was just funny to me when Dillian Whyte got knocked out. So I watched it again, and I noticed he kept on doing it, and then he landed it. It's the same thing as when you go into the body of somebody. You don't give up on that body. You keep going, and eventually you're gonna hit him. That's how it is. So Dillian Whyte got hit with the uppercut, flush clean, and it was lights out. I've been saying it. Dillian Whyte's kryptonite is if you give him a nasty uppercut while he's tired, while he's on the verge of getting tired, it's gonna be lights out. He's gonna look like shit after that. And to me, Dillian Whyte's kryptonite is an uppercut. Let's not say people are saying Dillian Whyte is gonna, he's gonna be gunshot. No. Dillian Whyte is not gonna be gunshot because he's been knocked out more than once. So he understands what it feels like to be knocked out, and he's not afraid to fight and get his hands dirty again. He's not afraid to get knocked out again. I'll give that to Dillian Whyte, okay? Because he's been knocked out multiple times. If he was knocked out, and he'll be afraid, he'll be gunshot, much like a Dominic Brazil. Did you see the way Dominic Brazil looked against Okolie? I didn't even know who that guy was. Dominic Brazil, he's fighting like he's never been in a ring before. He looked like shit. That's what happens when you get clean knocked out and you don't want to engage anymore. But Dillian Whyte, he's been knocked out and he will engage no matter what. He's been knocked out multiple times. He's been dropped multiple times. His favorite thing to do is get that scrap. That's his favorite thing to do.
Well, he's been knocked out twice though.
Yeah.
Dropped multiple times, but knocked out twice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
by Anthony Joshua and Povetkin. Even Povetkin has been knocked out once by Anthony Joshua. Klitschko didn't knock him out. Okay, Klitschko dropped him multiple times, but couldn't stop him. Joshua stopped him, and Joshua is the first. Okay. Person to stop Povetkin, and I don't know what's going to be like. I just believe that Dillian Whyte should not even attempt to knock Povetkin out, because Povetkin is used to being knocked down. Povetkin has been knocked down maybe more than 10 times. He's used to being knocked down, but not used to being knocked out. So if you knock him down, he's going to get up. Even if you knocked him down 4 or 5 times, he will get up. Except you, Anthony Joshua, a guy who carries monstrous power and timing, So Joshua is the first guy to knock Povetkin out. I remember when Joshua knocked him out, a lot of these guys were coming and saying, Povetkin is already 39 years old. You know, 38 years old. He's not in his prime anymore. Forgetting that in every division, he doesn't really matter. Mike Tyson is 54 now, for example. Mike Tyson can still beat some active fighters right now. I don't want to name them, but Mike Tyson still has the ability to beat them because he still carries that power. Not a lot of them can handle the power. I mean, you've seen the Joshua power, you've seen the Deontay Wilder power. You know, Mike Tyson might not be as strong as he used to, but still, that power is raw, is fresh, it's still like. I mean, Mike Tyson can lay low for maybe, for example, for 10 years. Okay, come back and still beat some guys. That's how good it is. That's everywhere for you. You know. Until they get old, until they clock like 60, like 70 or 80. Even if they are there, sometimes they don't have a chance. Continue, brother. Sorry.
No, yeah, Lance is right. You know, and it's true. Povetkin has been dropped multiple times, but he has been knocked out. The guy's a gold medalist. There's a reason why they're called gold medalists. They have the experience, they have the knowledge, they have the IQ, they have everything that makes them gold medalists. And you know, if Dillian Whyte goes in there, tries to fight the same fight, I think he'll go more to the body and set up more better shots and just not and be careful when Povetkin tries to land the uppercut. Because, you know, I rewatched it and I saw Povetkin try attempting it more than once. Dillian Whyte didn't see it. Nobody saw it. And then boom, he landed it. It was lights out for Dillian Whyte. He was, literally gone. That uppercut was nasty. That's what I'm gonna add.
So do you see the fight? How do you see the fight play now? Okay, we're gonna talk about it on Friday. You know, but if you want, you can just give us a little bit of your.
I do see Dillian Whyte dropping Povetkin again multiple times. It's just a matter of if he knows how to finish him off.
Yeah.
But like you said, Povetkin is gonna get dropped more than once. It's up to you to know, is he ready to be finished off?
I just believe that why should I even go for the knockout? Just box with him. You know, box with him, drop him. Box with him. If you drop him, you drop him. Box with him. Don't expect to knock him out, because when you do that, Povetkin might be tired as hell. You can drop him down, and the next minute he's gonna come back and lay you off. Okay, that guy is just like.
Don't forget.
The guy's a Russian. You have to remember that guy trains like a soldier, bro. The Russians, they train like military guys. The Russian boxers train like military guys. They don't train like your regular boxer. Only Anthony Joshua, the only two-time unified weight king of the universe, you know, knows how to beat such guys. The rest, you have to figure it out.
Don't forget, if Dillian Whyte comes in, I believe Dillian Whyte's fighting him. He doesn't know what weight he should come in. If he comes in good shape, I think Dillian Whyte's gonna really knock him out. But if Dillian Whyte comes in like, you know, kind of too big and doesn't really know how to carry that weight, he's gonna gas out, and that's when Povetkin is gonna take the opportunity and take that chance. Dillian Whyte is weak when he's extremely tired, man.
Yeah, bro. So what do you make of Eric Molina against Fabio Wardley? You know Wardley?
Bro, Fabio Wardley is gonna box the hell off. Box Eric Molina life.
And it stops him, right?
And stops him. Have you? Eric Molina fought what's his name? Filip Pokovich. And to me, Filip Pokovich is a good boxer, but he's not as good boxer as Fabio Wardley. I think Fabio Wardley is technically better.
Bro, don't go there, bro. What are you saying?
Bro, he lacks
Whoa, bro.
I'm telling you.
Oh my God.
Fabio Wardley is technically better.
I bet, guy, mute on the background. Please mute it. If you come in, just mute it.
That's why I said Fabio Wardley's gonna box the hell out of Eric Molina and stops him.
Bro, man. Like, I don't.
I'm being honest.
Bro, Fabio Wallace is a novice compared to Filip Egovic, bro.
Don't forget, he's
Do you know? You know how you know how Fabio Wallace came into the game? You know, he was just like the guy was fighting like this guy just started boxing not even long ago, bro. Like not compared to Filip Egovic, man. He's a monster. I understand he looks better, you know, like when you see him fight, you will choose Fabio Wallace before you choose Egovic. But Egovic is a monster, bro. Like, no, man. Let's keep it real. Egovic has been fighting since when? When he was even... What you said?
No, I said it's only doing tell. Because I'm still waiting for Filip Egovic to fight somebody, you know, that I want to compare and see where his skills is. Michael Hunter's out the window. Is he still fighting this guy from Congo?
Anyway, our brother Rafael, the Nigerian Hurricane Akpejore. You know, we will see. But you know, let's say in a week time, I'll let you guys know when the thing develops. We'll see. Akpejore is about to take over the world right now. You know, watch out for that guy. But maybe we'll talk though. You know, if everything manifests. You know about Chris Congo? What do you make of the guy?
Man, Chris Congo. I think I've only watched him fight once. I turned the TV. I really don't think much. Is that the Dillian Whyte?
Yeah. Dillian Whyte also Dillian Whyte guy. You know, like Dillian Whyte is under Dillian Whyte. I mean, Dillian Whyte is a manager now to several fighters, to Chris Congo, to Richard Riakpo, you know, to Fabio Wallace.
Richard Riakpo is the one I pay attention to. The rest, I'm not a big fan.
Richard. And what about Alan Babish? Yeah, he manages Alan Babish as well. And so you pay attention to that guy as well. Like that guy might get beat very soon, but I think he will still get crowd because he's just so good. Yeah. And you know, he's like the way he talks, when it the audacity that he has whenever he's talking about somebody else. Like this guy doesn't give a F about nobody, man.
But he reminds me much like Florian Marco. I like Florian Marco. You know.
Florian Marco is managed by they're from different countries. Florian Marco is from Albania. Alan Babic from Croatia, Filip Egovic from Croatia, and Albania and Croatia. Do they get along? I don't know. I don't really think so. You know, like I can only speak of Germany. You know, when a German hear about Albania, there's a certain kind of feeling they have towards them. Maybe it's just a German thing, you know. Germans don't really like a lot of people, you know. So I guess, you know, Germans are very conservative. So there's one girl like that. There's one of my friends. She's Latina, you know. She doesn't speak English. She doesn't speak German, you know. So she live in Germany. So like the other day we're just having a conversation on the phone. And he was telling me, she said, these Germans are very racist. I said, what do you say that? He said, well, you know, I went to the office and I was trying to look for someone that speaks Spanish. I said, well, nobody speaks Spanish here. Like, you know, like, only few people. You have to take someone along that either speak English or German. But even if they speak English, they might not talk to you. And you don't expect them to talk to you, you know, with I mean, like I remember when I went to look for a job, for example, I went to Agenti for about, you know, went there at that time. It was a long time ago, a few years back. So I went there, like I sat down, I met a woman there. I think she's from Poland, but she was born here. So like, and you know, I sat down and it was my turn to go, and you know, my turn, you know. So I went to the office. Before I went to our office, I went to another German guy office. So I spoke with a guy, you know, me and the guy, we clicked, you know, we just talked and laughed. When I went to this woman's office, bro, this Polish woman was just looking at me and talking talking to me like I'm a piece of shit or something like that. And I told her, I said, listen, I told her in German, I said, you're also a foreigner, so you don't have the right to talk to me like that. I mean, I just get look for a job. I mean, you guys are come here and you had like a god, years on your goddamn country. The only difference between you and I is that you were born here and I wasn't. So what do you mean? It's crazy, man. Like in the offices, they don't talk to you nice like that. But if you don't speak German, I mean, that will make it even worse. Like they will look at you in a certain way, especially like depending on the region though. But there are some regions I would tell you, like I don't want to talk about that, but some regions are very, very wicked here. When you're a foreigner, you don't understand the language, you don't speak it. She was telling me that, say, why they like that? Even in a train station, I'm trying to ask for direction. I'm trying to ask for direction, but nobody's talking to me. I said, chill. I don't know, man. Like they are conservative. Like a lot of them, very private people. But you need to be able to speak their language, and not only that, like show them before a German allow you to come into their life, allow you to know him or her. It's gonna take some time. Like it takes some time, especially when like you have. They don't. I mean, I don't know, man. I remember like that time when I say I'm Nigerian, so we say, but you don't look Nigerian. I say, why you say I don't look Nigerian? I say, well, you had different. I said, well, what does Nigerian hat? It's a Nigerian hat, very cocky. I said, well, I mean, maybe you might have made the wrong ones, but I'm not cocky. I'm a free spirit. Bro, so many things, man, as a foreigner. But anyway, it's what it is. So, like I said, if you're an Albanian in Germany, here there's some. I mean, to Germans, there's some. They don't look at you like that. They look at you like a criminal. Like dangerous, something like that. I mean, that is how. Yeah, I have some German friends who don't like Albanians. I just don't know why. I asked the guy. I said, why is it like that? You just told me something I don't want to mention now. But I understand from their point though, because it's their country. You cannot really, like, you come here, you have to abide by the rules. Some people come here and want to misbehave and do all this kind of crap. Like Germans don't take it like that. They are very, 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 very strict. And I like it. I like that about them as well. But some people take it overboard as well. So, brother. My Joe, what's up? Are you there, bro? Are you still with us?
Yeah, I'm still here, man.
Yeah, man. What do you make of Dillian Whyte, Povetkin?
That fight, I think. Hold on, let me just come out here 1 second. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro. Continue.
Okay, that fight, I think that Dillian Whyte is probably going to win. The fact that the fight was postponed last year, I think that Dillian Whyte will really benefit from that. Although he wanted to go back into that fight immediately. If he had gone back last year, was it last year, November? He was hoping for the rematch. If he had gone back last year, November, he would have been knocked out again. But I think that this delay has really helped him. One, to recover properly. Two, to kind of bring like an added experience into his team with Sharad Knight. And I think that and also remember that Povetkin had COVID, and he's also grown a bit older from last year as well. And from experience, COVID, if you contact COVID, sometimes it takes a while for you to come to full recovery. The effect can actually linger. So I am not very sure of how Povetkin is, if he's totally 100% fit, or is just, like Povetkin is is a principled guy as well. So I think he's probably just taking the rematch because he signed the contract. So I think that, if you put everything together, I think that Dillian Whyte is got an advantage, and he's younger as well. The only thing with Dillian Whyte is that he's suspect to an uppercut, man. I feel that it takes every other punch well, straight or hooks or whatever. But when it comes to uppercuts, man, the guy he can't take it. But I think that what he will try to do in this match is to basically, keep Povetkin at a distance for about 7 to 8 rounds, and then from the 9th round, obviously Povetkin is going to will start slowing down from around 7, 8, 9th round. So he might just put it on Povetkin around the 8th to 9th round. So I think he's gonna win, and I think it's gonna be a knockout as well, or a technical knockout. I think.
What do you make? So we're gonna talk about the prediction Friday. We're gonna be going live for it. What do you make of? Do you know Fabio Wardley?
Of course.
What do you make of Fabio Wardley versus Eric Molina?
Wardley's gonna be Molina. Molina is it's still gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be a good fight, but I think that Wardley is very fresh. He's very. I actually consider that guy very skilled as well. Remember when he fought that Ghanaian guy, Richard? Was it Richard Latte he fought?
Yeah.
Is it Latte? Yes. When he fought Latte, it took him 2 rounds to get Latte out of there. And Latte wasn't even in that fight at all. Like, he didn't even really give him any competition. But when you compare Latte's fight to Dubois, that was when I actually thought Dubois isn't as good as people because Latte is not, he's not such a good fighter, to be fair. And he gave Dubois a bit of a runaround for his money for about a round or so. So when I compare that to Fabio Wardley's performance against Latte, I think that Wardley is quite talented and he carries power as well. So, and Molina has taken a lot of punishment, man. He's taken a lot of punishment from Joshua, from Wilder, from, I think, Klitschko as well. Did he fight Klitschko? I think he did. So, I think he's not. I think Wardley's gonna beat him, man. 5 rounds tops, 5 to 6 rounds.
You know about Chris Congo?
I only learned about Chris Congo last year when he was the same Dillian Whyte Povetkin card. That was the first time I actually learned about him. So to be fair, I don't know too much about him. But people talk about him a lot in the UK. But I've not really taken any particular interest in the guy, to be honest.
Yeah, man.
Who is he fighting?
I don't know. I think it's Markison. Against Markison, yeah. Ted Cheeseman. You know about Ted Cheeseman, though?
I do. Yep.
What do you make of that guy?
I actually find the guy interesting, man, to be honest.
He's a warrior, though. That's one thing. Like, that guy's a warrior.
He's a dog, man. He's a real dog. He's a real dog. The guy can fight. I don't know who he's fighting, to be fair, as well. But I think that the guy, he's got some talent. He's got some talent, and he's a really, really, really tough fighter. The last fight I saw him, I was like, wow, this guy is a dog, a proper dog. So, yeah, man.
You also know about Fefa and Webb. You know Nick Webb. The guy. He's a British level fighter, though. But
yes, I know about the both of them. The funny thing, right? People are sleeping on that Fefa guy. He might beat Nick Webb. He really might, because remember, the same Fefa was the guy that was meant to find Dubois, and last minute, Frank Warren did a leg over and put Fefa out of that fight. You remember? Because they were concerned that Fefa is quite skilled. Yes, he came from the cruiserweights, to the heavyweight and blah blah blah. But the guy is quite skilled, and they were concerned that he might beat Dubois. The reason why they didn't allow him to fight Dubois last minute. And I remember Fefa's team at the time, they weren't happy at all. They really weren't happy, So I think that if Nick Webb sleeps on him, he might be surprised, man. You might be in for a surprise, because I think that guy, from what I've read of him, I've seen one fight on YouTube. The guy is actually all right, He's actually all right. I think he's 16-0 as well.
Like Nick Webb. In my opinion, I think I understand. I've seen some Fiverr fights. I'm not that impressed, even though I know it might be a top 30. It might be in the top 30 rankings. Do I see him becoming a world champion in the era of Anthony Joshua? I don't see it at all.
No.
Nick Webb, on the other hand, the guy is okay. I mean, is good. I watched his last fight. I think it was via KO or something like that. What was the last time this guy fought? Nick Webb? Maybe a long time ago, Abby.
I think it was 2 years ago.
My brother, not small, 2 years ago, inactive.
That's what I'm saying.
Inactive. I'm going against Pfeiffer. I think this is the wrong move.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, them fighters that you sleep on. You just think that they're gonna be there for you to spike them out. He's not been active. Pfeiffer has been active. He was active before last year when he was meant to fight Dubois. And from what I read, that his fight was quite good. Before the Dubois pullout, before Dubois and his manager, did their thing and they didn't fight him. So Nick Webb has not been active. His last fight was, I think, 2019 or something like that. So it might be in for a surprise, man. That is a fight to look out for. That would be an interesting fight. Trust me.
Yeah, it would be, bro. Anthony, are you there?
Yeah, BBC.
How far? What is up?
I did fine.
Too much. Before we move, let's just hear from you regarding the fight. Whyte Povetkin rematch. What's your opinion? Your thought on the fight?
I believe Whyte have already learned and he have already learned from his mistake, and they know by now.
Wait, we have Imran Sisse in the house. This guy from Sierra Leone. Is that not a Sierra Leone? That's a Sierra Leone flag, right? No. This must be a Sierra Leone flag. Yeah, it has to. It has to be. He has to. Continue, bro. Sorry.
Yeah, Whyte have already learned from his mistake, and he should know that he only have one chance to prove himself, which is this very next rematch fight he have. So I believe he will perform very well, because he will have to put everything on it. Well, Whyte is a good fighter. He's a dangerous fighter. Well known, and people are scared of him because of the way he fights. Whyte can take punch, but the way he proved himself when Povetkin dropped him without uppercut, people are kind of see the other side of him, because he could not take that punch after that beautiful performances of him, because he nearly won on nearly all the rounds when he was fighting with Povetkin. But at the end of the day, he could not stand that single punch that just take him flat, And in the other way around, could not feel bad for him, because he was also, fighting AJ, insulting AJ, that AJ could not stand this Mexican, So he himself, he could not take a punch. So I believe by now he have fully learned, and we'll see what he got in a few days from now. But I believe he will do well, because I'm still one of those guys that believe in Whyte, because Whyte is very, very brutal, He's very, very brutal, and I like him for one thing. He's never scared. He's never scared of any fight. He's always calling them out. But we were kind of disappointed when he could not perform last time. But there are bad days in the office. So one cannot say he's good in all area. But this time around, everybody just got eyes on him. So let's see what is going to happen. But this time around is going to be very, very tough because Povetkin is a dangerous fighter, and you don't know what he's going to come up with next. So
what about Fabio Wardley versus Eric Molina?
I don't know. I don't know anything about their resume at the moment. Yeah.
Okay. What about Chris Congo and Markinson?
Chris Congo. No, I haven't heard about him. So.
What about Ted Cheeseman?
I haven't heard about.
What about Pfeiffer and Nick Webb?
No, I haven't heard about.
No problem, brother. What about our brother Rafa Akpajore?
Yeah, Akpajore is a fighter.
Who is said to fight someone very important, for someone like highly ranked, and Akpajore, if it's gonna be like, bro. I'm gonna see.
He's a good fighter. He's just coming up anyway.
So like I'm not gonna tell you guys who yet, but the guy, of course, might be overall more skillful than Akpajore, but Akpajore want to knock the guy out, understand? The fight can get made, the fight in a week time, we'll know how where we did.
Have they finally finalized AJ Fury rematch?
Yes, of course, the contracts have been signed, but we need to, you mean the venue? The site.
Venue, I'm talking about the venue, yeah.
The venue, we don't no update yet on that. No update. I think all the parties have to look through it, and they gave. The next 28 days. Let's say April, we should hear something from them by April, maybe April before April 20th, something like that. We hear something from them.
Yeah, but now I know there will be underground negotiation, So it will be going on out there because some people have some crazy money out there. So
yeah, man, like there are lots of offers. A billionaire has already offered to host the fight, and pay. He doesn't care about the money. He wants to host the fight in his country, but so many things have to be looked at. In terms of the time, because the time has to match with the UK time, because they also want to get pay-per-view money from the UK as well.
Yeah, AJ, I think AJ is also considering the crowd. AJ likes to fight in the crowd.
Yeah, there's not going to be crowd there. There's going to be people there.
Yeah,
for sure.
AJ is really.
How do you expect those people to make their money back?
Yeah, that is another thing, and that is the reason why they cannot come to conclusion now, because of this pandemic. So they are looking at a possible place whereby the lockdown is being eased. People are coming out to so they are looking at that possible weather or country that can So that is the reason why they are not even looking at UK, because UK here they are very, very strict about not.
But they went straight before though. The UK, they made a very big mistake. That the time they had lower cases, they should have just shut down the border or maybe apply restriction. Instead, they waited till everything got worse. Boris Johnson.
They never knew as at then, because don't forget UK. Every day they generate money from, so shutting the economy down, closing border. So UK survive on what comes in on the daily.
But they did it. I don't understand. They did it like they're doing it now, right? So what's the difference now compared to then? It's not different.
Yeah, because
if they did it, if they applied some restrictions at that time, believe you me, by this time, you guys will be hosting events, everything will be going through.
The restriction, yes, fine, but people would have not died like that. But the pandemic would have still be out there.
I'm not saying it wouldn't be out. It wouldn't be out there. At least look at South Korea, for example. Look at South Korea. Yeah, you don't see. Don't you see what happened? Like how they've been able to curve it a little bit.
Don't forget those people before the COVID. Don't forget those people. Yeah, they are already good in using their mask before the pandemic even start. Those guys.
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. At least they implemented restrictions. Early. That's why you see, like they don't have much cases like that. And the Olympics is going to be held there, according to what we've been told. It's not Japan, it's in Tokyo, right? Japan, yeah. Japan. So
just we don't know when all these things is gonna come to, well, people really want to go out there, sports center, beer garden, people want to talk about sport, people want to see people get punched, and people want to drink on top, smile out all those depression out of them.
Yeah, bro. We'll see what happens, man. But in the Middle East, they are taking care of it, and I think that's why you see UFC have been going to the Middle East, And now in America now, Israel, Kamaru Usman's next fight, there's gonna be crowd there. Canelo against British Sanders, 70,000 people will be there in Texas. The Texan governor have opened everything is open.
That fight is gonna be sold out, man.
Man, so it's gonna be sold out. Mexicans will purchase that. Anyway, guys, I want to give you guys a big shout out. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about a very important subject. Anthony Joshua, saying that all he wants is the undisputed. So we have more bangers on the way. So I want to give you guys. I want to say thanks to each and every one of you that support the channel. Nigeria to the world, Africa to the world. God bless you all. And by the way, Francis will gonna fight and Stipe Miocic. Probably gonna go live twice on Friday. We have to talk about that. Final prediction for that fight. Or maybe it's Saturday of it. I don't know. Friday. Guys, stay blessed, stay hungry, stay humble. God bless you all. Cheers.